Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at Universal Orlando's Halloween Horror Nights. This is the opening night of the event. I'm super excited. Houses like Insidious and A Quiet Place, Ghostbusters, the brand new movie Frozen Empire came out this year. And my favorite of always, the Universal Monsters. I love their houses every year. This year it's the Eternal Bloodlines and many more. So we're gonna check out what's going on here tonight. Maybe try some food, see the lay of the land. It's a big crowd getting in, let's go. All right, so we're here, we're inside Halloween Horror Nights 33. Okay, so here's the wait board. Park just opened. Quiet Place is already 75. Ghostbusters was, I think, an hour. The back of the park is always going to be less if you come at this time. So let's head to the back of the park. I really want to do the Universal Monsters. It's 20 minutes. Now, if you have Express Pass for your evening, you're going to be able to do all 10 houses easily in one night. If you don't have Express Pass and you get here right when they open at 6:30, again, I would start at the back of the park and work your way around to the front. They stay open till 2 a.m. So again, you should get everything done, but you're going to be standing in line a lot. If you want to do Stay and Scream, where you buy the ticket and can get in the park at 3, then we'll talk about what houses are where for Stay and Scream, and I'll talk about that in a little while. But I think we're coming up to our first scare zone here. Check out their float. That's pretty cool looking. All right, this is the Swamp of the Undead scare zone.
Because the gator got us. The gator.
Okay, so the 4 houses in the back of the park are Slaughter Cinema 2, the Museum of Deadly Exhibits, the Universal Monsters Eternal Bloodlines, and the Goblin's Feast. And if you do Stay and Scream, you could choose to either be back here for these houses or the ones at the front of the park, which is down by Rip Ride Rockit and the Mummy. Those would be Insidious, the Triplets of Terror, Ghostbusters, A Quiet Place, and also the Monstrous of Latin America. So you're kind of going to decide, I guess, which houses you would rather do. Now, if I was doing Stay and Scream, I think I would do the houses in the front, Insidious, Ghostbusters, Quiet Place. Those IPs are going to be really popular this entire event, and they're going to have really long lines all night long. So coming for Stay and Scream, again, you can get here into the park at 3. They open up the Stay and Scream areas around 4, and you can start lining up, and you can pick a house to line up for. And those houses start opening at like 5:15, 5:30. So you can get into one house, then you can immediately get into another, and so on. And by the time the park opens at 6:30 for the rest of the guests, you can have 3 or 4 houses done and be on your merry way. So if you don't have Express, I highly recommend Stay and Scream, especially if you're only coming one night. If you're coming to multiple nights of the event, then you can kind of pick and choose and work your way around, and it's a little bit easier. So because I'm getting here at 6:30 at Park Open today, I'm definitely starting in the back because the front is already hour waits plus. So here's the line for the Museum of Deadly Exhibits. It says 65. That sign out front had said that the Universal Monsters was 20. I don't know if it is still 20 at this point. I'll see. Now, I'm not allowed to film inside the houses, so I won't be able to take you with me on my house journeys, but I will give you some comments of whatever I do see tonight, and we will try some food here too. All right, guys, so I really enjoyed the Universal Monsters house. I love the storyline. It's Van Helsing's daughter, and she's hunting the monsters. And you see the Wolfman, you see Frankenstein, you see the Bride of Frankenstein, and a few others. It's a good storyline, so I really liked it. Now, the cool thing about it is over here where the entrance is, which is where I'm pointing right there, it is the Universal Monsters house and the Goblin's Feast house. And when you go down there, both lines are down there, and then you can get in line for one. When you exit, you can get in line right away for the other one. You don't have to come all the way back out here, which saves some walking. That's a big difference from last year, which I think they have improved some of the walking lines. Also, they have limited express quite drastically from what I noticed from last year. And I walked continuously and was in the house within 25 minutes, where last year it was a lot of standing and waiting if you were in the standby line. So good news on that. If you are interested in buying Express and you have not bought it yet for your night, you might want to get on there and get it, because since they are limiting it, they will sell out. So just a hint if you want to get Express for your night. Back here also is the Nightmare Fuel Nocturnal Circus, which is a show. They do this several times a night. I cannot film in the show, so we're just going to keep walking. Now over here in Diagon Alley, I believe the Death Eaters do come out several times a night. I'm not going to stop right now because we're going to walk all the way down to the houses in the front of the park. I'm really trying to get in line for the Insidious house. But if you want to see the Death Eaters, go on into Diagon Alley because they come out in there. Also, there are a few rides open during this event, and inside Diagon Alley, the Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts is one of the rides that's open. Men in Black behind us is another. Rip Ride Rocket is also open, and I believe the Mummy. That may be it. So there are some rides to do while you're here at Halloween Horror Nights, if you so are interested. All right, guys, here's the next scare zone. This is Enter the Blumhouse. Check out this poison apple treat right here. That looks pretty good. And it's a caramel mousse with an apple filling and a streusel cake. They also had a couple other items there. Let's see if we see any other Blumhouse characters. Here is the final scare zone. This is the Torture Fair. Oh boy! They're trying to sell knives or something, I don't know. Axes. No thank you. We'll move along. Okay, so we've made it down to the front of the park. And again, we're headed to the Insidious house, which is over here in the corner. Kind of where this part of Rip Ride Rocket pokes out. All right. I'll let you know how it is. All right, everyone. So we just went in the Insidious house, and it has lots and lots of jump scares. Lots of monsters in your face. If you like that kind of thing, you're going to love it. If you don't like that kind of thing, you're going to be creeped out and think it's scary. A lot of people have rated that as the scariest one so far, and I think it's just by the sheer amount of jump scares. However, that is like my favorite reason to come to this, so I quite enjoyed it. We're now going to try the Triplets of Terror, which we are in line for right now. So we'll let you know how it is. All right, guys, so we just finished the Triplets of Terror. That was a pretty gory house. It's an original here at Halloween Horror Nights. But if you like gore, you'll like it. If you don't, you might not. All right, everyone, we are now going to try the Triplets of Terror food booth from the house that we just went in. We're going to get that sampler, the dessert sampler, which has a bubblegum mousse made into a balloon, a funfetti cupcake, and a chocolate cheesecake cone. So this looks good. The burger looks good too, by the way. All right, guys, so here we are. So it is a bubblegum mousse shaped like a balloon. How cute is that? The little funfetti cupcake and the little chocolate cheesecake cone. And check out the little happy birthday signs that were here on this table. So I thought it seemed festive because it's the birthday trio. So I picked the right table to eat at. How funny. All right, let's give it a taste. Okay, the bubblegum mousse is exactly bubblegum. 100% bubblegum. All right, now I'm going to try the Funfetti cupcake. Okay, the cupcake is just your average vanilla Funfetti cupcake. It's good. It's kind of a little palate cleanser after the bubblegum mousse. So now I can try the chocolate cheesecake cone. So it is a real chocolate cheesecake in there. It is really delicious. I think that is my favorite of the three. I really like the bubblegum mousse though. It's just kind of fun. And the Funfetti cake is a good, like, in the middle between the two, because it cleanses your palate between the two other flavors. So this is a cute little trio of desserts. I highly recommend it. It's over in the Springfield area of the park if you're looking for the Triplets of Terror food booth. All right, guys, next up, the Museum of Deadly Exhibits. Let's check it out. Okay, everyone, I really like this house. This house was really fun. It looked like a lot of creatures that look similar to houses from the past and kind of reminded you of houses from the past, but they were now in like a museum, a deadly museum. So that's what I gathered from it. I don't know if that's really exactly what the take was supposed to be, but that's what I gathered. And I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. So check it out when you come here to Halloween Horror Nights. All right, guys, so we just came to the back again and did the Goblins Feast. It's right by the Universal Monsters Bloodlines that I started the night with. And the Goblins Feast was a very cool house. It was kind of like goblins, and they were gory, and it was funny all at the same time. So I really enjoyed it. It was quite fun. Both of these houses in the back, Universal Monsters and the Goblins, I think are my two favorites of the night back here in the back of the park. So pretty cool. I'm looking forward to coming back and trying some of the other houses that I haven't tried yet, like Ghostbusters and A Quiet Place, Slaughter Cinema 2. So I'll be back for more.
I was once like that. I was twisted and torn. For eons I suffered in my own until I harnessed the power.
Well, everyone, it was a really fun night here at Halloween Horror Nights number 33. I really enjoyed, I think my favorite houses was Universal Monsters, Eternal Bloodlines, and the Goblins Feast. I also like that Museum of Deadly Exhibits. Insidious was good. I had a lot of good jump scares. I've never seen the franchise though, so it's kind of, I didn't know a lot of what it was about, but if you really are into jump scares, it was really good. Triplets of Terror was okay too, kind of gory, and I'm looking forward to coming back and seeing the other houses. I really enjoyed the scare zones. I really enjoyed the dessert we had from the Triplets of Terror booth. That was delicious. And I'm gonna be back to try more food and more stuff. So right now it's around 11:30 at night, and I started at 6:30 and I got 5 houses in. Most of the lines were maybe like half the time that they said they were. So if it was like 60, we kind of waited like 30. And if it was 80, we waited about maybe 50. So I think it's definitely doable without Express Pass starting at 6:30. The park's open till 2 a.m. And if you had Stay and Scream, you would definitely be done probably by 10 or 11. If you had the Express Pass, you'd definitely get through everything. So I definitely think it's doable in one night. So I hope you'll be able to come to Halloween Horror Nights this year and check everything out. If you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell, where you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. And also subscribe on social media like Facebook and Instagram, CFL Park Hopper on both. Thanks for watching.